Alright, so I just realized at some point the recording stopped. I didn't catch it. I didn't see it. So you missed a bunch of great commentary at the end of that last video. But in any case, I'm at the point now. I'm going to trim down these sticks. Excuse me. So that I can start building up these frames. So one thing I did say was that give me thumbs up or thumbs down comments about the length of the video, so that I can gauge what how best to continue this series. Alrighty, let's get you out the way. We don't want to have a trip and fall injury. Okay. Alrighty.
Okay, what you see me doing here is cutting up some paint stirrers and some yardsticks that I got from Lowe's, and I'm using them to make these mock wings. What I learned from Lowe's is if you want 10 paint stirrers, they'll give them to you for free. However, if you want more than 10, they'll charge you some arbitrary price like 10 cents or 15 cents. They actually ended up charging me 20 cents for each one, for 35 of them, but they actually gave me like 50 or 60 of them, so I guess it worked out in the wash. But yeah, so the yardsticks I think were like 70 cents each, and I got like a dozen, 10 or a dozen of them, something like that. So so yeah, that was the part that was left out from the previous video, and when the battery died. So yep, there you go. Enjoy.
Alrighty. What I'm going to end up doing is cutting a diagonal from here down, and I actually may even get tricky fancy and do a hump, because I want the rib to sit a little higher than the leading and trailing edge. So I'll have to figure that out. In any case, those are cut. I'm gonna work on getting these paint sticks cut, and I'll just go ahead and pick up when I got that done. No point in sitting here watching me do that. Okay, so I'll take two of the cut pieces, and I put a guide mark for the leading edge and for the trailing edge. And I'm just going to go ahead and just carve out or draw out an airfoil shape. Nothing tricky, nothing fancy, and again, I'm sure I'm overthinking this and all that good stuff, but it's what I do. So I'll just find a nice gentle curve using this here French curve here. Again, I know this is a lot to do. And I'll probably just do a straight edge all the way to the end. Let's see which side's the not cut side. Here. Maybe if I do this so that you can see it. By the way, in case you were wondering, I have my bench is a bench I built from plans from the magazine for home plane builders. I forget what the magazine's name is, but it's for guys and gals who build their own planes at home. So they had this nice, I think they call it an EAA, Experimental Aircraft something Association bench plans. So I built this bench from that. I have a door, interior door on top, and then on top of that is acoustical ceiling tile, so that I can pin to it if needed. So let me just draw this out. Yeah, close enough. Just a little bit of curve. So I said again, I mentioned that I want this guy to sit a little higher than the leading edge and the trailing edge of the frame, so that you can actually see the covering material where the humps are, the ribs. So I'll play with that. But in any case, I'll go out and I'll cut one of these out and use it as a template for all the others. So again, I'll go and do that. I'll see you back here in a few. Okay, I pretty much got one, I think pretty close. Again, this is not a real wing. I'm just using this as a test tool. It wasn't rigid enough, so I just went ahead and glued an extra piece of stick there. So it's pretty rigid. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to sand this down just to give it a little bit more smooth top and bottom. I have the half round here, and I have the quarter round there. So yeah, and I used the quarter round. Oh, I probably can't see as well there, but I used the quarter rounds to stiffen. I didn't feel there was any needed down here. And again, if this were a wing I want to do something real with, I would do it. But I need to do some more there. Maybe I just do a cap strip, because these end pieces are coming loose. And one thing I'm realizing, of course, that this harder wood does not like the CA. It's not as of course, it's dense, so the CA doesn't soak into it as well. So maybe overnight I'll put some tight bond or some wood glue on there and let it set overnight. We shall see. Again, this is a work in progress. So again, I'm just going to run up the sander here and move my trash can out the way. Trying to do a little bit of shop cleanup in the process. And let's see what happens, sports fans. Yeah, my lights dim when I turn my tools on. Alright, for the most part, that's pretty good. Got a couple of the glue joints on the end that pop loose, but I'll tighten those up, and then we'll look at getting ready to do some gluing and some covering. Alright, be back in a few.